while your CBT is on, I want to congratulate you in advance for making it very well. Why I'm congratulating you in advance is because I believe you have prepared yourself. You have read very well. That is why I am saying congratulations in advance. Even before we mark your scripts, I want to say congratulations once again. Today, we want to continue in our auxiliary view. We started looking at auxiliary view last week. We did some example. We looked at the pyramid. We also looked at the prism too and some other things. Today, we want to look at the cone and the cylinder. These are things we want to look at today. Let us look at, we call it auxiliary view continued. That is auxiliary view continued. It's not what we are starting new. That is why I have it as continued. Auxiliary view continued. And in this auxiliary view continued, I've just told you the areas that we want to look at, talking about the prism and pyramid. Sorry, prism and the cone. I just look at a pyramid cone. We are looking at those areas today in the continuation of the auxiliary view. Now, when we talk about the continuation of the auxiliary view, that is talking about the cylinder and the cone, want to continue. You will recall that last week we started having incomplete. We said in the auxiliary view, we have the incomplete job. Like you have the plan of front elevation and the end elevation. You'll be asked, you don't know that the plan is missing. So you'll be asked to get the plan drawn, but in auxiliary view. So you are the one that will produce the plan, adding to the front elevation and the end elevation to make your complete work complete. That is what we said the other day. To add to it, to have a completion. That's what we did. We need to share the objectives too, as we have it usually, as we normally do it. That at the end of this lesson, you'll be able to draw the auxiliary view of a cylinder and draw the auxiliary view of a cone. These are things we want to look at. I have these two good examples for you. Adding to what we have done, then you will have been satisfied knowing all these how to draw the auxiliary view of these shapes. Then let us look at auxiliary view of cylinder. For example, this a good cylinder that is given to you. As the front and end elevation of a cylinder are shown below. Draw an auxiliary plan looking in the direction of R. What you have here, what you have down here at this point is not part of it. That means you are given the end elevation here and the front elevation here. So go down here and draw the plan. That's what you have to do because the arrow is looking here, looking in the direction of arrow. This is the arrow they are talking about. The direction of this arrow is where you now produce the auxiliary plan. So what you have here down is the auxiliary plan that you need to produce. How do you do that? These are steps we want to look at. Talking about the cylinder now. First step is divide the vertical diameter XS of the end elevation. You know that end elevation starts with the circle. Then the diameter at the top we have S, at the bottom we have S. That is what we mean by the SS. Then divide that diameter into number of equal parts. Even number, not just number, but even number of equal parts. Then project this line to the front elevation, that is to this right. When you finish dividing 1, 2, 3, it could be 8, it could be 10. Each of the line, project it to the left. That is to have where the front elevation is. Project it and project it. That is to end A, B, and CD, as we have in that example. Then project line from this point on A, B, and CD parallel to the arrow. From that arrow, remember from the end elevation, we projected a line to the front elevation. Then the arrow is facing down, as we've seen before. You see the arrow facing down. So you project the line from this arrow now to go down. That's why you are seeing those lines there. You project these lines to go down. That is from there, parallel to the arrow. Then at any convenient distance, draw line 0, 0, perpendicular to the arrow. Then mark the end elevation width That what you have here, you transfer it to that place. 01, 02, 03, 04, and then transfer them each side to this side and to this side of the plan you are producing. Let us look at this step before you say, he's talking. We need to see the reality. This is the circle now. It has been divided. How many divisions are here? That's the diameter now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is even. You now radiate the lines, transfer it to this side, to the front elevation. That is the next thing we will see. The lines are taken now to the front elevation, meeting AB and CD now. So it follows, the bottom follows the AB line, sorry, the BD line. Then the top, that's the end of the circle here, at the top of the circle, you have AC2, just like ABCD. So if they meet there, then the lines also divide this particular rectangle we are saying here. What next you need to do, remember the arrow was here, where we have to draw the lines down. That is the next thing we need to do. Having this, you see the rectangle now, this is the rectangle that is the front elevation here that I have told, A, B, and C, D. Then at each point on this end, you see where this line meets at the end of here, at D here. I use 60 degrees set square. You project line down. You move it when you get to line 2 of this horizontal line. You also take it down. This is line 1. This is line 2. When you get to line 3, you do the same thing. When you get to line 4, you take it down. When you get to line 5, you take it down. When you get to line 6, you take it down. Just be following them each line. When you get to line 7, you take it down until you get to the last point there. You also shift your set square and T square to meet to this other end too. What you have done to this end, you also do it here. At each point, you also radiate line, radiate line, radiate line, radiate line to be coming down. Remember, it's at 60 that I've just told you. When you have these two lines projected, then you move to the next stage. You will now mark line 0, 0 that you have been told there. 0, 0. You just draw a light line across it. Crossing the first one and the second one. It's like you have marks here. But you measure with protractor to make sure that your line is straight at right angle before you cross it to this side. This is line 0, 0. Then at this side of that line 0, 0, you will transfer this width. What you have from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, you will transfer it at this side and at this side. What you also have here, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, you also transfer it at both sides and at this side of the 0, 0. You remember this is your 0, 0 here, 0, 0. This is the width of the end elevation. You will transfer it to this side now. That is, you will have something like this. That is what you're having. You now measure these 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you take light lines to cross them. This is 0, 0. If this is 0, 0, the middle here is 0, 0. You have 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Or to this side, you also have 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. You also do it to this side, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Then to this side, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. You divide them. The same values you have here. What I have here is 1, half, 3 mm, and then 2 mm. That is 0 to 1, 1 centimeter. Then 1 to 2, half centimeter. 2 to 3, 3 millimeter. Then 3 to 4, 2 millimeters. So these values are transferred to this side. When that is done, you move to the next stage. You will now see that this line here, as you have it here, this line 1, 0 is meeting 0 here, you put a dot. This one becomes line 1, meeting line 1 here, you put a dot. Then this one becomes line 2, meeting line 2 here, you put a dot. This one is line 3, meeting line 3 here, you put a dot. You also do it to this side. This is line 0, put a dot. This is line 1, meeting line 1, you put a dot. Line 2, meeting line 2, you put a dot. Line 3, meeting line 3, you put a dot. You will dot them round. What you do to this side also, you also do it to this side. If you have done it to this side and done it to this side, you will now have dotted things around there. Then you will now use your, what instrument you use to make those dots complete. That is the French curve used to trace the dot, giving you what you have here. That is how this thing is gotten. One is made bold to let you know that we are really looking for one, but you did it on both sides. That's why this one I used with broken lines are used here. So this is what you now have. When you begin to dot, after dotting, you use something to dot the dot. This is the plan that we are talking about of that end elevation and the front elevation, drawn auxiliary. That's the auxiliary view of that cylinder. Another example I will give to you, that will be your example to auxiliary view of cone. The front and end elevation of a cone are shown below. That is what you are saying there. Draw the auxiliary view of the plan looking in the direction of, it's always plan looking in the direction of out. They want you to draw this. You are asked to draw this. This is what you are asked to produce. This particular area here. This is given, and you now see the direction of arrow. You remember at this point, at this edge here, we were projecting lines where this one meets this. We now understand how we got that. But at this point, we are not projecting lines, it's only at one side. That is what, let us look at the procedures are almost the same. Divide the vertical diameter, SS. We know how we got SS. After the circle, S, the diameter cuts through. We have S at the top, S at the down, or the end elevation, into even number of equal parts. They are project horizontal line to the base now AB. There is no CD now, only having AB in this place because it's cold. Then project lines from this point on AB parallel to the arrow. You now draw it down. This side, after here, it comes to this room, then you draw it down. At any convenient distance, that 00 is not given to you. You are the one that just picked the distance. You have your 00. Remember, I say use protractor to make it 90 degrees angle before the line crosses to the other side. Then mark the end elevation with what you have had there. You will not transfer it to this side of what you are doing, dealing with the plan. You transfer the end elevation with to here. That's 01, the side, you bring it. 02, you bring it. That's 1 to 2. If it's 5 mm, you bring it. If it is 2 mm, you bring it. That is what. Then let's look at the steps. You don't know how to do this. After drawing the circle, you divide into even number. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 in this case. What we have looked at was 8. This second example now, I used 10. You radiate the lines to this side. It will now give you the front elevation this side. You know how it is done. Then when you have the front elevation this side now, this is the front elevation here that is being drawn. You know, remember I radiated the lines here, meeting here. The base here and the top here will be the top here and the bottom here. I've told you this is the line SS. Then what you need to do, in this case, because it's cold, remember we need to have apex. This is the apex. This is the base now of the cone. This is the apex. Then you radiate line. From here, you take it down. Where it meets this one, you take it down. From here also, you take it down. From here, you take it down. From here, you take it down. From here, you take the line down. From here, you take it down. From here, that is 8, you take it down. From 9, you take it down. Then from 10, you take it down. Only at this end now, just project the lines down, parallel to that arm. That is giving you this. What you have here, just project it parallel to the arm. Then the last point there, the apex, you just draw one line. It's only the apex that is staying on its own. You will now mark any point you like here. That's at any convenient distance. Around here, it could be here, close to it. But don't allow your plan to enter inside here. That's why you just look at any convenient distance. You mark your 00 or 00 line. That's the next thing you need to do. That is marking the 00 line. You can see it here. So when you get the 00 line, what you have here, as we have done in the first case, what you have here, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, the width here, the values here, you transfer it to this side and also transfer it to this side. You also come here, transfer it to this side and transfer it to this side. Just not there. You, this time around, you do not need it here, but you do it here now because you are going to get the base only on this place. That's what I mean. That is having something like this. That's what you have. This is 0, 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. You do not really need it here. Then you need it here, and then you need it here. It has been done here, it has been done here. They are transferred. Then remember, where line 0 is here. Where 1 met 1, you put dot. Where 2 met 2, you put dot. 3 meet 3, you put dot. 4 meet 4, you put dot. 3 meet 3, you put dot. 2 meet 2, you put dot. 1 meet 1, you put dot. 0 meet 0, you put dot. You begin to have those figures as you normally put it there. When line 1 meet line 1, you put dot. When line 2 meet line 2, you put dot. We're not having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You also trace with this line. 4 this side, 4 this side. So when line 1 meet line 1, you put dot. 2 meet 2, you put dot. 3 meet 3, you put dot. At the end, you will have something like this. You will dot it around here. It is dotted around here now. I've said you do not really need it here because we're only dealing with the apples here. So you remember in the other case, we did it here and we did it here. Just dot it here as we have done it in the other case. After that, you use your set square, your French curve to now make it bold. When you make here bold, you just from the bottom here or the top here, you join it to the apex. From here, you also join it to this place. That's all. This is what you are asked to produce. The auxiliary view of the plan, that is the auxiliary plan of this particular end elevation and front elevation that were given to you. This is for the cone, or the cone auxiliary plan that you are asked to draw. Remember, I've told you that you always have the end elevation drawn or given. Or you want to start, you have to draw it. You will not divide it into, if you are given radius to be 5, you will be the one to choose to do what you will just draw the auxiliary plan of a cone given this direction. You will divide that end elevation into even number of equal parts. That is the SS now. That's the diameter. Right? Even number of equal parts. In each case, then you radiate line. That's the next thing to where you have the front elevation. Then we radiate the line. You now use a set square. I've used 60 degrees in either case. So you project lines down. When you project these lines down, at any convenient distance, you just mark your 0, 0. You use the protractor I told you to get a straight line there so that it will not bend. We have this line, the width that you have here, like in your work, to get this width, I will show to you, to get this your width, that is the width of the particular this thing that you are dealing with. This width that you have at the end, for you to get the last one, that is the width of it, there's something you must do. How do you get the width? You first of all use your set square. You use your set square for you to get the width. You use your set square. Then when you use your set square, you transfer the particular this thing. When you use the set square, you transfer what you are dealing with to the left-hand side. That is what we mean. Talking about if the set square is used, you have the set square used, then you use the t-square tool at the bottom to have it. When you have the set square and the t-square, the next thing you need to do is to transfer the dimension up. You take them perpendicularly. So when you take them perpendicularly, then you have all your work that you are drawing. If you take them perpendicularly, you have the values at this side and values at this side. So if you have that thing done, you now get the values of the width. You transfer it to the line that you projected down. When you have that thing done, you transfer it to the value that you projected down. Then you transfer them. You now pick where line 1 meet line 1, where line 2 meet line 2, and so on. You make them. You make it down with your French curve. It is well with us. We will meet in your next video. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much.